Yang dihormati pegawai-pegawai universiti, pegawai pengiring daripada semua universiti IPTA seluruh Malaysia, peserta-peserta Konvensyen Kebangsaan Majlis Perwakilan Pelajar IPTA 2009. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Tuan-tuan dan puan-puan yang dirahmati Allah sekalian, sesi pada malam ini saya tidak mahu panjangkan dan kita akan diserahkan kepada konsultan yang telah dilantik khas oleh Kementerian Pengajian Tinggi untuk bersama-sama kita pada malam ini mengendalikan sesi pertama di dalam konvensyen yang kita akan bersama 5 hari di sini. Untuk itu saya ingin mempersilakan Encik Firuz Syuib, Encik Zulfakar Muhammad Fadil dan Puan Sita Ratnam dari Carnegie Training untuk mengendalikan sesi selanjutnya. Dengan segala hormatnya dipersilakan.
Hello everyone, good evening. My name is Firuz Syuib.
And my name is Sita Ratnam. Good evening.
Assalamualaikum, selamat sejahtera. Saya Zulfakar Muhammad Fadil.
So we are going to have a very interesting session tonight. It's going to be a 1.5 hour full of interaction session, and we shall continue with Sita.
Okay, I'm going to come over there if you don't mind. I hope I don't frighten you, so that I can pick you individually. Okay, good evening to you. I'm, as the compeer earlier told you, me and my associates, we are from Carnegie Training. However, myself, full-time, I'm a lecturer with a local university. And during my semester breaks, I do trainings, right, for companies and also for young learned people as yourself. So I'd like to begin with a story. You guys can help do some minor translations if necessary.
Of course.
How many of you like stories? Or you only like theory? Abraham Maslow's theory, theory X, theory Y, Hertzberg theory. You only like that? I can do that as well. No, huh? So let's start with a story. There was once I read in the paper about a zookeeper. And this zookeeper was especially trained to take care of the elephants, right? So he will train the elephants how to do tricks. One day, one of his best performing elephant seemed like it was a bit sick lah, tak sihat. So he called the veterinarian, right, the animal doctor, to check the elephant. And the veterinary said, "Oh, this elephant haven't gone to toilet many days. That's why it's sick." So he said, "Okay, then what can I do?" He said, bagi ubat ni, biar dia makan dulu. So they gave the medicine to the elephant, and then he waited lah. Look at the elephant, tapi nothing came out of the stomach. So he said, "Never mind. I go out, take a break, and then I come back and see how's the elephant." So he went out, had his lunch. He came back, he saw the elephant look on the ground, masih don't have anything yet. So he was worried, what's wrong with my elephant? It is because of this elephant that all the people come into the zoo. So he went at the back of the elephant. You know what's at the back of the elephant, right? And then he looked up. Right at that moment, the elephant decided to let go. And when it was coming at him, he tried to avoid. He hit on a stone and he fell and he pengsan. And the entire elephant punya content in the stomach discharged on him. 150 pounds of you know what. And you know something? He died. This is a true story. All my stories are true. And if they're not, then at least they contain some truth. Alright? So the elephant was okay, this man died. Now, young people, my point is this. That man was at the wrong place at the wrong time. However, all of you are at the right place at the right time, isn't it? So give yourselves a hand for being here. Okay, you enjoyed the story? Okay, now we get to a little more serious things. Okay, now being an educator myself, being a lecturer myself, sometimes when I read the papers, some things catch my eye, especially when it's about young graduates or education, right? It really catches my eye. So recently when I read in the newspaper, a statistic that frightened the life out of me. Why? Because I also have children. And one of them is a little bit younger than you only, right? So soon she will also be in university and all that. And this statistic said that 80,000 of our young graduates, fresh graduates, are unemployed. Have you heard of this? Right? So maybe the figures have changed. And I read this during the time where the economy was quite good, right? When there was no trouble in places, the economy was still good. So that was very alarming. I was so frightened. I said, why? Anybody wants to try and tell me, why do you think so many of our graduates are unemployed? Anyone wants to try? We'll give you a treat after this. Siapa nak cuba? Come. You look like a leader. Leaders can talk, right?
For me, I think the main problem that we have of the unemployable because our graduates cannot communicate well with the in the service. Meaning, if they interact with the customer, they cannot interact. If the job needed them to interact, they cannot interact.
Absolutely. Tolong tepuk semua. Absolutely. Okay. Right? Most of them find difficulty in communication. Right? They are unable to communicate, they are unable to present. So this makes it very difficult. When you go for interviews, it shows whether you can talk, it shows whether you can speak. And that is why we are here today, invited by the Kementerian
Pengajian Tinggi.
Yes, Pengajian Tinggi, right, to actually tell you the importance of interpersonal and communication skills, hence Dale Carnegie training. Okay, let's have the next slide. Okay, let me quickly go through Dale Carnegie. Next slide. Okay, Dale Carnegie was founded by Mr. Dale Carnegie, and sometimes we go places, they say, hey, Miss, we want Dale Carnegie himself to come and talk to us lah. Why can't he come? It's a bit difficult because he passed away in 1955, right? So it's very hard for him to come, so I have come lah. All right, and it started in 1912, and it started as a public speaking course, right? People used to pay back then 50 cents. So that they can come and learn from this man how to talk. Okay, 50 cents they used to come. So we are actually almost 100 years old. And what is our specialty? It is in public speaking and presentations. My colleagues will give you more information on that. Next slide. Okay, Dale Carnegie is not somebody who just teaches, or you've seen in the bookshop a lot of author. But these authors don't practice what they preach. This person practiced first and then wrote. Right? He practiced, and whatever he got, he wrote. And his books, next slide, his books are one of the #1 business books that are read. It sounds like normal topics like how to influence friends, right? But it is read by business people. Next slide. Okay. We are represented in over 80 countries. And we have 200 offices worldwide. We are in more than one language, not just English, many languages, about 25 languages. Bahasa also, courses are also conducted in Bahasa, with 7 million graduates who've come in and finished the program. Okay? Next slide. What makes us different? Our coaches are trained, we are ISO certified annually. The certification process has to go, so if you are a little bit not so good, they will not renew your license. Okay, so this is what I would like to urge in passing just before I pass over to my colleague, right? mull on the thought one of your colleagues just said, one of your members just said. Interpersonal skills, communication skills are very, very lacking. So we are here to see if we can help in any way. All right, I will therefore pass you to.
Good morning, everyone. You think I'm crazy, right? Orang gila cakap good morning when it's evening. In Dale Carnegie, anywhere in the world, people say good morning. You know why? You know why we say good morning even this evening? Because in the morning, we're always expecting something to happen, right? In the morning, we're also up. So I hope every one of you are as well, you know, because you're in, as I said, something very, very interesting tonight. I want to pick, siapa tadi yang bercakap tadi? Yes, sir. What's your name, sir?
Awaluddin Safar.
Awaluddin Safar. He mentioned something about communication just now, right? There was a statistic, right? 80%, 80% of what is communicated between human beings are either misinterpreted or misunderstood by people. 80%. That's a lot, right? Not 60, not 70, it's 80%. Benda yang kita cakap, orang tak faham. Why is that? Why do you think? Why do you think people don't understand what we say? Anyone wants to say something?
Lidah berbelit.
Lidah berbelit. Betul. That's one of the reasons. Let's take the next slide. Okay. Communication is what we call as a skill, right? A lot of people tak faham this, what we call as the cycle of performance improvement. Let's take one skill. Cuba you guys give me one skill that you know of. Ada tak apa skill yang you feel that you have? Or, sorry? Menggoreng mi? Goreng telur. Tak apalah, kita ambil swimming lah. Swimming is a skill, right? Yep, swimming is a skill. Everyone agree, right? So, first of all, in order for you to get a skill, first kali you kena ada what we call as attitude. Betul tak? Attitude, you need to have the attitude to want to have that skill. Maknanya you kena ask yourself, do I need to? Perlukah I skill ni? If you think you need it, then you say, oh okay, do I want it? Do I want it or not? Then you say, can I? Unfortunately, sometimes ada orang yang tak boleh swim, kan? They want it, but unfortunately they can't do it. So that's it lah. That's over. It's over already. And lastly, will you do it? Will you take the time to do it or not? If you answer that yes, then you go to the next one, knowledge. Knowledge. Then you get the knowledge, you read books. Read books semua pasal swimming. Can you swim or not? No. Why is that? Because there's no practice. You don't jump into the pool. Betul tak? You don't jump into the pool. So, in Dale Carnegie, first, we make sure that you get the attitude right. Before you want to learn a skill. Communication, doesn't matter, whatever skill you want. And then we give you the knowledge. Knowledge can anywhere you want. Hey, you want knowledge in communication, right? You just Google. You Google, you say berapa banyak hits ada. You can get abundance of knowledge. But what they don't have is practice. Right? This is what we call as a 6 o'clock trap. Dia terhilang sikit bawah tu. 6 o'clock trap means that a lot of people ingat bila dia baca buku aja, once they read a book, that's it. I can practice. It's all mine already. I will have that skill. But they forget that without practice, it's not going to happen. So in Dale Carnegie, we put you into the element of practicing. We give you the knowledge of 100 years knowledge that we've gone through with companies. We get you to practice as well. You will practice with coaching. And the coaches are, as Sita said just now, are all ISO qualified. We've got 250 hours of minimum in-house development. And we make sure that we coach you right. We have this element what we call as coaching in the moment. You tahu tak what is coaching in the moment? Coaching in the moment, contohnya kalau you main golf lah. You nak belajar main golf, You pukul 500 balls. Pukul. Dah habis 500 bola, coach you cakap, sorry, apa nama you tadi? Awaluddin. Tadi masa bola ke 250, tangan you silap. You dah habis 500 dah. Apa you cakap kat dia? Apalah coach ni. Kenapa tak cakap tadi kan? That's what coaching in the moment is. When we see something, some areas that we can help you, we tell you then when you present. Then we coach you for you to implement it. Which in turn will become a skill. Skill is a habit. Dia jadi habit and that's it. You don't have to, that thing will stay for you for life. Alright, so how do we deliver? Basically, the way we deliver in our classes, we are all participative. Semua orang akan be involved in it. Sorry, this is a huge crowd, so I cannot get everyone to be involved. I wish I could. Right? Our classes are small, much smaller. We get everyone to be involved, to practice. then it's also practical. Benda yang you learn in the classroom is something they can use outside. Alright? Sometimes people come from all over the world come and teach you something, but you realize, oh my God, this thing is applicable to people in the United States of America, not in Malaysia. So we are all Malaysians. Kita tahu what Malaysians do, how Malaysians are, what employers do and all. Positive. In Dale Carnegie, we believe that people do more good things than bad things. You agree with me? More good things than bad things. So dalam kelas kita, kita tak criticize orang. In our classes, we pick on the positive traits that you have and focus on it, glow you, so that you cover off all the bad things and you will never look at the bad things. It's always positive. Then we push the comfort zone. What is comfort zone? Who knows? What is comfort zone? Let's get someone, a girl. I just want to pick one.
Something comfortable.
Something comfortable, where you are comfortable in, right? You are the cocoon. You're inside there. Should I step out? Should I not? Should I step out? Should I not? That's comfort zone, right? You are selesa dalam tempat tu. But do you know that opportunities lies outside of the comfort zone? So we as coaches will push you outside because everyone here got potential. But potential is potensi. Kalau tak, what? It's just going to go just like that, right? You have potential. It's in there, but it's not there yet. So it's our job for us to push you so that you realize your potential. And finally, permanent. And the things that we teach you are permanent. It stays because it becomes a habit. A habit. Satu cara aja, kalau you nak ada skill, if you want to get a skill, it's only one way. If you want to go through performance shift, there's only one way. Satu cara, which is, you need to practice until it becomes part of you. Until it becomes a habit. If not, it's not going to work. You trust me. You try and learn the piano by not touching the piano. Just reading the book, I guarantee you cannot play the piano. Betul tak? Cuba belajar English dengan membaca je, tak bercakap. It's impossible. So anything and everything, all the skills in the world, you need to practice. But tapi you tengok orang yang drive the car, right? Ada yang tak tengok cermin, dia tengok belakang kan? Reverse kan? Sebab when you practice the wrong thing, it will become permanently wrong. Be careful. Be very careful. Yes, practice makes perfect, orang cakap kan? But in Dale Carnegie, we say practice makes permanent. Remember that. If you practice the wrong thing, it becomes permanently wrong. So make sure you practice. How do you practice the right thing? It's by getting right coaches. People who know what they're talking about. People that can help you. All right. Go back. All right. Whew. It's a hot room. I love it. Anyway. All right. So, you've heard about change, right? People always say change. Kita ni perlukan perubahan, betul tak? Right? Why do you think change is so important? Do you agree or not? Do you agree that change is important? Why? Why, sir? Kenapa perubahan penting?
Perubahan penting. Perubahan tu tak semua yang akan kekal lah.
Okay. Kenapa perubahan penting?
Kita dapat menganjak minda kita lah daripada satu benda anjakan lah. Maknanya dari satu perubahan kita dapat ke teknologi yang lebih tinggi.
Thank you.
Yes, Firuz. We have one here.
Sorry? Oh yes, let me hear that. Why is change so important? Change. Kita perlu berubah, kita perlu berubah. Kenapa?
Because we have already know that something's bad, we want to improve to something good. That's why we want to change.
What if we are good? What if we are already good? Do I need to change or not?
To improve better?
Yep.
From good to better.
Why do I have to do that? Why do I have to be better if I'm already good? Sorry?
In order.
Alright, human nature. Why is it human nature? I love your answer. But why? Why do you have to be better? Why? That's the competitiveness. Next slide. Change is important because of competition. We need to be flexible. When you go to work later, you have to remember, kalau you refuse to change and your company changes, what happens to you? You'll be left behind, right? And for dynamics and effectiveness. So, in a growing and changing marketplace, if you do not adapt, you will be left behind. Remember that. Alright? So, what is the challenge of going through changes? If you look at that, right? Better is different. Different doesn't mean it's better. And growth requires change. In order for you to grow, you need to change. You need to be better than who you are right now. Are you good enough for the marketplace? You do not know yet, right? That's why you got to continue to improve yourself. And change requires courage. Alright, so why do we need change? Basically because of the reality outside. What is the business reality right now? That's the reality right now. Research done by AMA. Kita sekarang ni lebih responsibilities, lebih tanggungjawab. You keluar kerja, tanggungjawab you lagi tinggi sekarang ni. Kan? You have more workload, you have higher leadership responsibilities, stress, and you kena kerja long working hours. But this is reality outside, okay? That's why you need to change to be ready for this. Tapi what about reality for you right now? What is the reality, business reality? That paper doesn't mean anything right now, betul tak? Right? Do you agree? Anyone can get paper qualification, academics now. Everyone has a degree, not during my time before. I'm not that old, but yeah, I think I'm old enough to say that during my time it's quite difficult to get degrees and stuff. But anyway, but right now degree is easy, right? Kacang for you guys, our student leaders, is nothing. Everyone has got that. That's the reality. Correct or not? So what makes you different? What makes you different, sir?
Soft skill.
Right. Love that. Soft skills. If an employer were to pick someone who graduated from UK, someone who's from a private university and someone finally from a local university, selalunya they will lean more towards the one overseas, right? We have to change that, right? We've got to change that. We have to change that. We can change that. We can. We can by doing the right thing, by knowing how to get skills and all. That's what we're here for. And unfortunately, people always blame their circumstances what they are. Alah, I dah macam ni, nasib I macam ni kan, macam mana kan, alah, terima je lah, right? Right? But Mr. Rolf Follow Emerson said that people who get on top of this world are people who get up and find the circumstances that they want, and if they can't find them, they make them. If you can't, they will make it. They will make it happen. Alright? And talking about comfort zone, if you don't stretch your limits, you have set your limits. So that's why this program is about stretching you outside of your comfort zone so that you can grab on opportunities outside, that lies outside there. So many, ladies and gentlemen, so many opportunities. They say it's so hard to get jobs out there. I'm sorry, but that is not true. It's just how good you are. If you're good enough, they want you. Trust me. Trust my words. Alright, so in order for you to change sekarang ni, you need to know what area, betul tak? What area should, okay, now I'm ready to change. What area should I change? What area would I change? Kalau I nak bina satu bangunan, what is the most important thing first? Sir?
The foundation.
The foundation needs to be strong. Yep, I love the word. Foundation. Foundation. Do you have the right foundation? Do I have the right foundation? Do you think you have the right foundation now?
Yes. Keyakinan.
Keyakinan. Love that. Keyakinan, self-confidence, right? Yes, that's one of a good foundation. What other foundations? In Carnegie, after so many years of research, we found out that the foundation of success are these 5 things. So we call it the 5 drivers of success. Number 1 is self-confidence. Number 2, human relation. 3rd is communication, leadership, and reducing stress and improve attitude. Kalau your foundation is strong, your concrete is strong, the building is going to be very, very high and very, very strong. Once the foundation is there, it is easier for you to grab things as well, right? So in this course, we're going to look at these 5 drivers of success. And we're going to guide you through the 4 principles. Tapi number 1, of course lah, you have to have the right attitude. When I run my classes, I make sure that the person has got the right attitude first. If not, you'll be wasting your time, betul tak? But if you're willing to change, you say, yes, I want it. I'll give you the knowledge. Not me lah, I mean the research lah. Okay? I'm not that smart. I think you guys are smarter than me. Anyway, so and then we will make sure that through our vigorous coaching, we will guide you to the practice until it becomes a skill. These 5 areas. Let's look at self-confidence. Self-confidence. Alright. What is self-confidence? Keyakinan tadi, keyakinan. Apa dia? What do you understand by self-confidence? Apa? Ya, I nak ask orang lain pula.
We have people at the back as well.
Yeah, people at the back. Yeah, I forgot people at the back.
Yes.
Keyakinan, apa tu keyakinan?
Keyakinan tu kita mampu, yang kita yakin bila kita nak buat satu tu kita yakin kita buat, kita akan berjaya buat.
That's good. Thank you. Thank you very much. Apa nama you?
Firdaus.
Firdaus. Thank you Firdaus. Very, very good answer. Yep. We are ready. Kalau kita nak buat something, kita boleh buat kan? So keyakinan banyak interpretation. Banyak. Ada orang cakap, how can you tell if someone has self-confidence? Macam mana you tahu orang tu ada keyakinan?
Manage to overcome the things immediately just after that. Tasnim.
Tasnim, thank you Tasnim. Self-confidence can be interpreted by so many different things, betul tak? Keyakinan ni, dia bergantung pada individu. In our training, kita bukan generic. Yes, keyakinan. Kita touch on that. Tapi kita make sure kita faham each one. Sebab keyakinan you, bagi you, self-confidence bagi saya, ialah bercakap depan 10 orang. Itu keyakinan bagi saya. Saya nak pecahkan comfort zone saya dari segi itu. I need to speak to 10 people. But to you, if my training is about talking to 10 people, untuk you, for example, you cakap 10 orang, it's kacang putih, peanuts for me. I want to speak to 500 people. So it's different. Pada seorang lagi cakap, I don't have problem speaking to 1,000 people. My self-confidence is about taking risks. Firdaus, kan, you are different. You said, you bukan cakap, you punya self-confidence is not about talking to people. You said about being able to do things, right? It's different, you see? And each one of you have got different areas of self-confidence that you want to break through. Betul tak? Each one. So when we start our training, this is what we do. We understand what, in area of self-confidence, what do you want? You fill up a form, you tell us what. The trainers are trained to understand each and to address benda apa yang you nak tu. Supaya you can get through a breakthrough. Penerobosan, ya?
Yes, terobosan.
Yes, thank you. Alright. Kenapa? Why is it important? Why is self-confidence so important? You agree? Penting ke tak? Oh, apa? I dah berpeluh-peluh pun. Penting atau tidak self-confidence? Selamat pagi kan? It's in the morning, right? You're looking forward for this, right? Is it important? Yes. Okay, that's good. Why is it important? Why is self-confidence so important?
Untuk orang lihat kita confident lah buat apa-apa je.
Nadia, yep. It's important, yes, untuk you move forward and all. You tahu siapa this? You know who this person is? Jack Welch. Very famous guy. Dia kata apa? Leaders who lack self-confidence use their intelligence to make things more complex. Self-confident people use it to make things simpler. That's why it's very important. It's important for you to lead. It's important for you to communicate well. It's important for you to talk to other people. It's important for you to bring you forward. Self-confidence is very, very, very important. Not I say, Mr. Jack Welch said. Someone who's got beribu-ribu ringgit. Right, I mean, who am I to hear that? But this guy, you said, wow, he's successful. He must have done something with this. So, in the area of self-confidence, what do we do? Macam mana? What tools? We told you just now, kita nak bagi you knowledge, right? You got the right attitude. I assume everyone sekarang ni ada attitude yang betul. You want it. You want to be different now. You want to go out there to the marketplace and you want people to say, yes, I want this guy, not this guy from UK. Sorry, no offense kalau anyone's from UK, yeah? But just saying that we got to just break that and say that I'm as good as them as well. My foundation is strong. Right? So you are ready for that. So in self-confidence, we give you the knowledge. And the tools that we use. Number one, kita pakai enthusiasm. Enthusiasm dalam bahasa Melayu dia apa? Semangat berkobar-kobar. Semangat berkobar-kobar. How do you put enthusiasm in work? In anything and everything that you do, how do you put enthusiasm in it? Macam mana? How do you put? Okay, I can be enthusiastic of the things that I like. But now I'm working and my boss gives me something I don't like. How do I put enthusiasm in it?
Optimis. Kita melihat itu sebagai perkara yang positif lah. Jangan anggap itu sebagai satu stres bagi kita.
Tahu tak? The simple remedy dia, you got to just act enthusiastic. Act enthusiastic and you will be enthusiastic. That's all you got to do. But of course, in the course we'll show you how to do it. Of course, there's practice, right? It's not just saying. As I said, if a smaller group, I can show you how to do it. It's just a big group, all right? How do you act enthusiastic on something that I don't like? How do we do that? Well, we can show you how. That's one of the tools that we use. And then we also look at energizing our communication. Also very important in terms of self-confidence. Bila kita bertutur ni, kita taruh energy in it. Macam mana tahu energy in it? How do we put energy in our communication? Kita tengok how impact of messages are. You see, when you are incongruent, orang tengok your body language more. Doesn't matter how loud you are, it's your body language that speaks. Betul tak? Sorry? Yeah.
Action speaks louder than words.
Action speaks louder than words. Yep, it is. It's a study done by a professor, UCLA, University of California, Los Angeles. He says that when it's incongruent, body language is small. 55% people hear your body language. So kita jadi congruent. So in order for us to be a confident person, the way we speak has to be congruent. Your body language, your tone of voice, the choice of words is very important. How do you do that? Again, how do I do that? In Carnegie, we teach you how to do it. We get you to practice it until it becomes a skill. And when you speak, someone will never say you're incongruent anymore. We also look at flexibility. Flexible. Apa maksud flexible ya? Wanita-wanita. What is flexibility?
Flexibility, which means that we have supposed to be flexible to anything, like in not rigid, which we can do anything in whatever station, time,
Joke. Flexible, Flexibility means can put you anywhere. You can still survive, right? You are flexible. That's what's needed in confidence, right? Flexibility. I put in company A, fine, I can work along. My boss is so, a crazy guy. Anyone and everyone cannot work with him, tapi I seorang je boleh because I'm flexible. You jump into another company, right? How? Flexibility is about breaking out of your comfort zone. Breaking out of that. We got a wall around us right now. In Carnegie, we want to break you out of that. Once you are out of that, there is no return anymore. Dah tak ada pusing balik dah. You dah pecah pada tu. Once you get out of it, that's it. There's all opportunities out there. And you are flexible, meaning you can go anywhere, you are accepted, you diterima. You masuk sini, orang suka you. Masuk sini, orang suka you. Semua orang suka. People like you. That's what we want to be. If you want to be a good speaker, be a good person who's skilled at speaking. Not just a good speaker. You got to be a good person as well. To relate to other people, you can be orang yang baik. Next slide. Oh yeah, because at the end of the day, siapa message? Who is the message? Is it the words that I say? I'm sorry, no offense, tapi you guys go to universities, right? Sometimes when you go to lectures, right? When you go to lectures, you get some boring lecturers, betul tak? A lot of people sleep, right? You agree? I'm sorry, I'm not trying to brag, but a lot of people sleep because it is not, but the content is great, betul tak?
Yes.
The content of professors are just fantastic, but why are they boring? Sorry. Be careful. Why? Because they don't realize that they are the package, they are the message. Not what they say, what they do, how they act, the tone of voice, the gestures, that is the message. How do you do that? Carnegie will tell you how. Will teach you how to make you good. How to become the message. Alright, the second driver. Communication skills. Ooh. What is communicating skills? Oh, tadi ada orang cakap communication. Yes. Awaludin.
Communication skill is skills that people needed to convey their message. It's very important. Why? Because, like you said just now, 80% of the the communication is not is misunderstood or something like that.
Exactly. Yes. Exactly. That's exactly it, Alden. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, 80% what's communicated is never understood or misinterpreted, right? And it's very important. Why again? Let's get someone from the girl side. Kenapa kebolehan berkomunikasi ni amat penting?
To make people understand what you say.
Yep. Berapa persen yang people kena understand when we say?
What?
Berapa percentage? Kalau kita cakap, how many percent should the person understand?
I think not 100, about 50%.
Huh? 50% only? Oh, jadi kalau I nak instruct orang nak pergi somewhere, so I expect kalau the person understand 50% je, my goodness, you can imagine, yes. Very likely that's going to be halfway. How many percent? How many percent should people understand?
80% maybe.
Not good enough.
Fairoz, I'll be very sad as a lecturer that if I teach 10 things, my student understands
Exactly.
only 5.
Yeah. How many? How many percent? How many percent? How many percent? How many percent?
100%.
100%. You speak A, B, C, the person understands A, B, C. Mana ada 50%, halfway, 80% pun tak boleh. Mana cukup. Communication, when you speak, people understand 100%. That's what we're going to do. Why is important? Why is it important? Research done. Tengok tu sikit tu. 10 factors and skills. 10 factors and skills. Number 1, oral, written communication skills. Why is it important? Most essential skills for leaders. This is research done, right? Where is it? Number 1. You tengok teamwork, decision making, nombor 6, 7. Computer literacy. Woi, saya hebat main komputer semua. Program semua tahu, tapi tak pandai bercakap. I'm sorry to say ya. Computer literacy kat nombor 10 tu actually. This is essential skills for leaders. Have you ever seen a leader who's not a good communicator? Have you?
Yes.
Ada leader yang tak pandai berkomunikasi?
In the Malaysia, I'm not sure but maksudnya macam pemimpin yang kat negara kita ni, kita tengok yang boleh buat kerja boleh tapi tak boleh nak bercakap.
Oh, okay. Dia maksud lain. Saya cakap lain tadi. Tak apa. It's okay. Okay, maknanya saya kurang tak sampai 100%, 98% je sampai. It's okay. Alright. Leadership. Okay. It's okay. Go ahead. Ladies in management, women in management, you see, communication skills 89%, 89%. That's how important it is. Communication skills is vital. You to want to move forward, you pergi interview and stuff like that, right? It's communication skills. What sets you apart is, yes, self-confidence is one thing we covered just now. Communication skills is another thing. How do you communicate well? In our sessions, we make our ideas clear. Kita ni kadang-kadang nak bercakap ni, cerita dia punya lah panjang. Right? But the content is only 3 minutes content, but we talk for 1 hour. In Carnegie, we show you how you can be concise. Make our ideas clear. Susun dia properly and then communicate well. We use what we call as Lion's approach. Make our ideas clear. Number 1, use a language easy understood. Illustration. Use illustration. Ilustrasi. Alright? Kita organize our thoughts betul-betul. Put it in, in sequence. Narrow subject to key points. And finally, kita summarize balik, kita ulang balik. Satu benda yang panjang, orang confused, kita baca dalam 3 minit aja sebenarnya. And the message is the same, it's even better. That's how you become good communicators. Yes, kita ada a lot of presentations, number of presentations for you to come in front in Dale Carnegie courses to improve. We also teach you these skills as well. We call it as a lion's talk. Alright? And then we teach you how to use exhibit. Oh, exhibit. Kita communicate, sometimes kita ada benda nak tunjuk kan? Alright? Can I borrow that? Kita nak tunjuk something. We are proud of winning something, we want to present. So kita, saya berusaha betul-betul untuk benda ni. Susah tau dapat benda ni. Lepas 40 tahun saya kerja kan, baru dapat benda ni lah. Inilah hebat. Ya. Ada people present like that? Thank you very much. I've won this thing and all. I've worked so hard for this and all, right? So kita teach you how to use exhibits. That's not 2 wrong ways to do it. Covering your face, talking to exhibit, and pegang. Selepas saya berusaha penuh, you punya fokus kat sini kan? We teach you how to like, thank you, because of this, I've got this. And put it down and continue talking. How do you use exhibits and props? We teach you how to do that as well. Alright, sorry, where was this just now? Thank you, sir. Alright, because a presenter becomes more interesting when using props. Next one, visuals. We teach you how to use visuals as well. Because by visuals, it increases your understanding by 200%, 2 kali ganda. Retention increased by 38% and time to explain decreased by 25% to 40%. And then we teach you to think on your feet. I love this. This is one of my favorite subject dalam course ni. Think on your feet. Apa maksud think on your feet ni? Is bila I tanya you something, you boleh jawab. What do you think of the crash that happened yesterday?
Yesterday?
What do you think of there was a crash, right? Like a car crash or something, right? Oh, sorry, no. It was the 2 kids drowning. What do you think of that?
Yesterday, maybe family responsibilities.
Right? You see, these are questions, what we call as impromptu situations. You were not ready for that, right? Sekarang ni, we teach you how, bila you kena soalan-soalan macam ni, not only that you can answer well, but you also maintain your credibility. Sometimes you duduk-duduk kat interview ni, ditanya-tanya you soalan ni, suddenly je, one question come out of nowhere. About politics ke, or about the economy or something like that. And you say, what? I didn't study this. But this one teaches you how you can answer that. Macam mana saya jawab soalan macam tu and still maintain my credibility? It's hard, right? It's hard. We use what we call as evidence. We use an evidence, all right? How does the evidence work? Not barang tau, evidence is not only that, okay? We use evidence, we call it, okay? This is how we respond in impromptu situation. So, bila you dapat a situation, you ask yourself, what do I think of that? Why do I think and what evidence do I have? This is represented by what we call as a funnel. Funnel ni, you tahu kan? Funnel ni apa? Ada bahasa Melayu? Corong. Corong, ha? Kita punya mind ni macam corong atas corong tu tau. Very, very wide. So, kita nak fikir, bila orang tanya satu benda, what do you think of illegal immigrants in Malaysia, for example? Ada ke dalam tu somewhere? So kita gunakan funnel tu, kita funnelkan topik tu turun jadi corong kan, sampai bawah. What do I think? Why do I think? What evidence do I have? And then you speak, corong tu diterbalikkan. You expand that point, but you start with evidence. You start with evidence. 2 weeks ago, when I read the newspaper, New Straits Times actually, right? I found out that the rate of illegal immigrants in our neighboring country is 5 times worse than us. The evidence shows that our rate, the number of illegal immigrants, is still considered very low in comparison to countries around us. Therefore, I think our problem of illegal immigrants is not that bad. What's the difference there? You see, this is what we'll teach you. You start with evidence. I maintain my credibility. Boleh tak you deny apa yang cakap sekarang ni? Sebab I baca something is based on the evidence I have, right? And it makes it so much stronger. Imagine if you use that during interviews and people ask you something. But what if you disagree with that person? Someone says that, it's subjective, right? I rasa tak, I rasa kita ada masalah illegal immigrant kat sini. Kalau kita salah cakap, we disagree wrongly, we will impact the relationship that we have with that person. The person will hate because that person might have taken time thinking of what to answer, right? We are good people, we're nice people. We have to respect what people have thought for. So that's why we have what we call as disagree agreeably. We'll teach you how to do it. We'll teach you how to disagree with the person tapi still maintain the relationship. This is what covered in the course as well. Okay. And we also see the fundamentals of communication. How do we earn the right? How are we excited? How are we eager? When we speak, we need to be eager to have something that we want people to keep and bring and take back home, right? We got to be excited of our subject. How do we get excited of our subject? How do we earn the right to speak on that subject? This will all be covered in communication. Okay, we'll teach you, we'll show you how to use the magic formula. This one covers the E, the 3 E's. Earn the right to speak, be excited and be eager. Use an incident, action, benefit. I know what you're seeing now is a very quick run through, but it will be elaborated more. Again, this is just knowledge. You see the impact of knowledge here. It's nothing. When you go back, it's nothing, right? It just goes away. That's why in Dale we have the element of practice. How I wish I can get all of you in front and practice this. I don't have the time unless you want to stay until 4 in the morning. Do I hear? Yes? Shoot. Okay, never mind. Alright. So, of course, we get you the element of practicing it so that it becomes a skill and becomes a habit and you know how to use it. Alright. Before I pass the mic to Mrs. Zulfaka, I would like to ask you something, right? We look at just now one skill. Let's just take one skill that we can now learn and apply. Let's look at something very interesting. Let me see. Memory skills. Yeah, memory skill. Yeah, memory skills good, yeah? Memory, ingatan, yeah? Is it important, yeah? To have good memories? Yeah? Okay, when I tell you, when I say animal, binatang, haiwan, what's the first thing that comes into your mind?
Elephant.
Elephant. So remember your story.
Hyena.
Hyena. Anyone came up with the word A-N-I-M-A-L atau H-A-I-W-A-N tak? Tak ada kan? Oh, you? Wow. You came up with that letter in your head. You didn't think of an animal. Okay, what I said it lah. Because our mind works in pictures. Kita ni ingat dalam pictures tau. Our memory will remember things in pictures. And the more exaggerated the pictures are, the easier it is. Is it easier to remember a white horse or a blue horse with 3 tanduk, ekor belang, kaki 6? When you exaggerate the photo, you can remember that more. Alright? And we link the photos. We link the photos for better retention. Do you think we should do the exercise? Do we have time?
Let's do that. Okay?
Let us do that.
See, we are talking about knowledge and practice, right? Let's find one skill. Let's
Something that you can take back, yeah?
Let's say as a leader, we relate to a lot of people, right? We are leader, we are interacting with a lot of people, right? Let's have one skill that we want to converse with people.
Ada problem tak? Siapa ada problem yang kalau duduk sebelah orang kadang-kadang kan, kalau naik bas kan 3 jam, dia tak cakap apa-apa dengan orang tu pun.
Pandang-pandang
dia tak tahu
saja.
cakap pun. Sebab dia tak ada confident mungkin, sebab communication skill dia kurang sikit. Ada tak?
Ada drive terus.
Ada tak?
Ada drive. Kalau ada drive, dia ada effort, ada usaha untuk buat.
Kalau tidak, sometimes you duduk sebelah orang kan, you don't know how to start the conversation.
Fine.
Sometimes you go to a party kan, you go to a party because someone asks you to take his place, you go there and say, oh my God, I don't know anyone here. You stand there, right? How do you use memory skills to help you in building relationship, breaking the ice in relationship? Let's do it now. Let's do one exercise now, right? For you to understand that how practice will make it a permanent thing, will make it a permanent skill. Okay? Okay, let's do it. All right. Let's imagine this. So now you want to start a conversation with a person, but you don't know what to do, right? So use memory skills in order to. Okay, let's get everyone to do it together.
Yeah, let's do it together.
Okay, come, let's do it together. Everyone stand up. Everyone stand up and follow after me, yeah.
Free our hands, don't hold
Yeah, free our hands. Jangan pegang apa-apa. Jangan pegang apa dekat sini je. Just follow me very, very quickly. Okay, say this. On the floor.
Let me go up. Okay, together with us, we'll do the action with the.
Do it, yeah. You will see the impact later. Okay.
Sentence.
Follow after me. On the floor. Say on the floor.
On the floor.
There's a big brass nameplate.
It's a big brass
Nameplate. Ya, tanda nama. Ada tanda nama warna gold ya. Atasnya tulis NAMA.
Okay.
Okay. Alright. Atas tanda nama ni ada rumah tengah balance. Rumah putih ya. Okay, just say that. Atas tanda nama ada rumah 3 tingkat warna putih. Atap dia flat. Okay. Atas atap ni ada keluarga 5 orang.
5 beranak.
Dengan anak lelaki seorang anak lelaki. Okay. Bawah ada apa? Tanda nama. Atas tanda nama ni ada apa? Rumah 3 tingkat.
Right.
Atas bumbung ada apa?
Okay, satu keluarga.
Ada family ya, 5
right.
family ya.
Right.
Anak dia tengah bermain-main ya. Berlari-lari, keliling, run. Okay. Tangan dia memakai sarung tangan kerja. Okay, working glove Dalam working glove ni cakap dalam working glove ada kapal terbang mainan. Okay, kapal terbang mainan ni punya propeller, kipas dia dibuat dari tenis racket. Okay, dekat tenis racket ni ada mentol berkerlepan ya. Okay, bawah dia apa? First nameplate name, tanda nama. Atas tanda nama ni ada apa? Atap dia. Atas tu ada apa? Family 5 orang Seorang budak buat apa? Sarung tangan. Dalam sarung tangan ada apa? Kapal terbang kipas apa? Kat tenis racket ada apa? Okay, thank you very much. Have a seat. Remember that, right?
Thank you.
Okay, we'll continue with Zulfakar.
Good. That shows another skill. In communication, we're not talking about
Zul,
just.
we will use that later, okay? So just remember it.
Okay,
Go ahead.
That is the tip of an iceberg. A memory skill to remember something. What is something? Tunggu sehingga ke hujung. Right? What I'm saying is that we are showing another set of skill of communication, which is listening. Right? Listening. Because if we don't listen carefully, we don't remember how many items are there just now. How many items? How many items? Yes, sir. How many items? Is it? Fine. It's okay. Now, just go back slowly. What is the picture and how many items are there? Next skill is, after we got the self-confidence, we got the communication skills, is it enough? No. Why? Because we know the drivers of success has another set of skills that you need to be adapted. Next one is human relation skills. What does it mean by human relation skills? Socially.
Social network. Azlan.
Thank you, Azlan. Social network. Why do we need social network? Do we need social network? Yes. Why? Yes, Azlan, you again. I can hear your voice.
Human instinct. You don't want to be left alone.
Can we left alone by ourselves? No, we need to interact, right? Have we seen people? that is not people-oriented. From the moment he entered the room, straight away goes straight. Never ever see people around him. Never ever notice. Have you seen that? Have we seen people, the moment he or she enters the room, everybody will see, this guy is coming. And his presence or her presence is welcome. It's excitedly waited for. Why? Because of human relation skills. Right? This book by Brian Tracy says that 85% of our success in life determined by social network. Skills that we have in interacting with people. We are interacting with people, right? And again, another research survey by ASTD shows that interpersonal skill, human relation skill is number 2, right after communication. Now, when we can communicate well, how can we relate well with other people? Right? We as a leader, we need that as well. Demand in job skills. How far, how close we are with the job industry? 2 years to go? Yeah? 1 year to go? Oh yes? Wow. Do we need this? Of course, yes, true. And this says human relation skills is top 3, right? And what is about human relation and happiness? It is important, right? To have this skill. Why? Because it will ties. Now, why that person that comes into the room with, we don't know, with the aura or something, that make the ties with the other person? It is because of the interpersonal skill. And in Dale Carnegie, we will cover the human relation skills, principles out of these 3 categories. The first one is to enhance relationship. How we can strengthen relationship with other people. People that we don't know totally, people that we know, we can make our relationship closer. The second set, how we can gain cooperation. How we ask them to do something willingly. Is it important to get them to do something willingly?
Yes, of course.
Why?
Because we need to interact with them, so cooperation between or among the people are needed.
Can we get their cooperation if we don't build the trust? Definitely no. So, this is how in Dale Carnegie we develop the skills. From enhanced relationship into gain their cooperation, then we come to the next level to lead. How we can lead. Now, we are all leaders here. Right? True? Because I heard somebody says, saya bukan ketua lah cik. Saya kuli je. Bos saya ketua. Is that true? Why?
It's not true because everybody is a leader. For example, if we are in our family, we become a father, then we are a leader actually.
What happen if we are bachelor? Still bachelor?
Then we need to lead ourselves.
Right, thank you.
Mukhlis.
Thank you, Mukhlis. Yes, Mukhlis has a point. We need to lead ourselves. And in leadership, we are talking about lead self first before we can lead others. Right? So this goes to the next skill, which is touching on leadership. Let's see. What are the things that we touch in leadership? Yeah, there's another survey. Surprising enough to see that percentage 42% fail in just 18 months. And 82 fail because again, we are talking about networking, right? Interaction, alliances. Cannot build the team, cannot hold the team, cannot get their team cooperation. And in Dale Carnegie course, this is one session that we unleash potential of how we can bring out the leadership skill in us by giving out something, by communicating our emotion, and how as a leader we recognize people around us. What does it mean by recognize? Does it means we kenal, I recognize this person, I am a good leader. Recognition here means appreciation. We give appreciation, and we develop skills in giving and receiving feedback, and we want to give the value of appreciation. And see the power of recognition. How recognition give the value of getting the recognition can bring out more from the person. See? And there are, in Dale Carnegie, we have a structure how to give. Okay? We can give appreciation, recognition on certain things. Wah, cantik jam. Is it appreciation? Is it deep enough? If I say that to Syafiq. Cukup dalam? Menyentuh, tak menyentuh. Second, accomplishment, kejayaan. You are Tasnim. Tadi dah jumpa Tasnim. Jumpa orang lain pula.
Diana. UTHM. Yeah. Leader in leadership and attitude.
Okay, good. Diana. Hebatlah. Boleh jadi leader in leadership and attitude dekat UTHM. Baru sekejap 3-4 tahun. Dia merah muka dah. Kenapa? We are talking about deep enough? You sure? Mungkin. Yes, mungkin. Accomplishment. Besarnya rumah kamu. Besarnya kereta kamu. Besarnya bini kamu. Itu orang tak katalah kan. We are talking about accomplishment, kejayaan. The next thing is, yang ni yang paling dalam, personality traits, character. Setiap orang yang ada buat sesuatu, ada karakter dalam diri dia. So in Dale Carnegie session, we teach leaders how to see the character in that person. As a leader, Diana, you are so determined to become one of the leader in UTHM. Well done. Okay, that's how we say. And we give evidence. The evidence says, baru berapa tahun dah berjaya pergi, dah berjaya sampai because of that determination. And we are going to use this since you're not manipulative, specific, brief, and when receiving, be quiet. Right. Okay. And then, of course, the receiver will learn how to respond. Okay. Yes. Last skill. If we have the confidence, if we have the people, communication skill, if you have the human relation skill, leadership skill, but we cannot control our attitude. Ada masalah sikit, bengong. Dah pergi duduk tengah-tengah laut, tengah-tengah bukit, menjerit, ataupun pergi duduk sorang-sorang, tinggalkan tim. So, this is again important. Let's see, next. Macam mana stres memberi kesan. And in Dale Carnegie, we have a session just to handle stress. Macam mana stres yang ada, kita boleh kendalikan, manage, control. And these are some principle. Okay? Alright. Just now we just touch on the pictures. What are the pictures for?
Alright, the pictures just now, right? Okay, unfortunately we can't practice. Our programs are all done time space. 1 kali 1 minggu. Because they bagi time untuk you practice and then apply and it becomes a skill. So I just run very quickly because we're running out of time right now. So, what was the first picture just now?
Tanda nama.
Tanda nama. Atas tanda nama?
Rumah 3 tingkat.
Atas rumah?
Atap flat.
Atas bumbung.
Bumbung tu masih rumah lagi. Atas bumbung.
Ada rumah putih.
Ya, sini ada sini.
Flat.
Rumah lagi.
Flat roof, yes. Atas tu ada apa tadi?
5
family. Ya. Yeah.
5 family. 5
family tu ada apa?
Seorang anak lelaki.
Tangan dia apa?
Sarung tangan kerja.
Tangan kerja.
Ada kapal terbang mainan.
The propellers is made of what?
Tennis racket.
What is stuck in the tennis racket?
Lampu.
Okay, those are actually conversation stacks. How you use untuk bercakap dengan orang. Tanda nama tu represents nama orang tu. Okay, rumah tu kat mana dia tinggal semua. Atas tu family, berapa orang family. Sarung tangan kerja, di mana kerja. Aeroplane tu you travel. You suka ke travel, you travel mana selalu, you pergi kerja macam mana. Tennis racket tu is hobby. Mental tu is any ideas. Jadi you akan ingat benda ni for a very long time simply because our mind thinks in terms of pictures. You link it. What we did, we just link it. In our classes, we get you to practice with each other because daripada nama, there's so many questions you can ask. Wan mana? Wan Terengganu ke? Wan ni? Oh, Wan ni. Oh, I punya ni pun nama sama macam you. So many questions. Lepas tu, you boleh tanya, you tinggal kat mana? Kan, you boleh ingat. This is a memory skill untuk you ingat topik-topik. This is just a tip of an iceberg. Sorry, I don't have time to practice with you, but you know, we wish we can do that. But
and we believe with that seven ke? 7 items we can straight away find time to apply.
So you ingat topik-topik tu when you are with a stranger, you remember those things, right? It's a topic that for you to. I would like to end with a story, okay? Very quickly, 1 minute story. This story is about an old man, a wise old man, the wise old man who lived in a village far away. Orang ni sangat pandai. Dia boleh tahu weather apa, semua benda dia tahu. So one day, ada budak kecil dia orang ni. Dia nak tipu orang tua ni. Dia cakap, okay, macam mana dia cakap dengan dia punya friend. Dia kata, macam mana aku nak tipu orang tua ni ya? Dia kata, okay, kita tangkap burung. Okay, burung tu hidup. Dia taruh burung ni kat belakang kita. Okay, burung ni kalau orang kita tanya orang tua ni, burung ni hidup ke mati? Kalau dia kata mati, kita lepaskan burung tu, dia hidup. Kalau dia kata burung tu hidup, kita patahkan tengkuk dia kat belakang, kita tunjuk dia dah mati. Kita baru boleh tipu orang tua ni. Okey. Balik sekolah dia pergi. Jumpa orang tua ni. Wise man. What do I have in my hands? Dia kan wise kan? Dia kata, you have a bird. Oh yes, you are right. Is the bird dead or alive? And the old man said, the future of the bird lies in your hands. So ladies and gentlemen, your future doesn't lie in anyone's hands but your hands. Thank you very much.